What's up, boys?
But
Oh, we're just living the dream, Joe. Uh, life, right? Life.
we're not chopped.
We're not chopped. We're still alive in our guillotine leagues. Although, at about 9:10 this morning, we might have had to change our shorts.
Yes.
And now we're wearing brown pants.
Correct. Well, red shorts.
I'm wearing dark blue, so I lied. I just, Deadpool joke. Maximum effort. Well, if you've been living under a rock or lost in the week like me and Joe, I'm James, he's Joe, and together we are the boys. And by together, I mean you as well. Everyone is a boy.
Emphasis on the I.
Yes. So if you're listening to this, you're a boy. And if you're not listening to this right now, then when you listen to it later, you are a boy. If you're watching this, you're a boy. And I don't mean gender. You're just a bunch of idiots who like sports. Like us.
Yes.
That was a long. I don't know what that
That was
was.
long-winded and confusing as heck.
Emphasis on the I.
Brother.
All right,
You've had a long week too, huh?
Yeah, life. All right, so we are back with week 2 recap. We're gonna talk Thursday night football. We're gonna talk week 3 preview. Of course, Caitlin Clark is gonna find her way in this episode somewhere. A little bit of baseball talk.
I've looked at baseball in forever.
It's okay. You don't have to look up anything here. We'll just do the baseball talk right now. Cubs clinch the wild card.
Bravo. Good for you guys.
And that's talking baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah, and the Cubs clinching and Joe saying the word baseball is talking baseball.
I am Iron Man.
Also, Joe woke up like 2 hours ago.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it's for those listening. For me, it's 1:45 p.m.
For me, it's 12:44.
I rounded up, so it's technically 1:44 for me. But whatever. Joe had to just one up me. Tell the exact time. 1:44 and 37 seconds. I just looked it up. Now it's 45. All right, whatever. I am Iron Monogamy. All right. Well, let's do this thing. Let's talk a little week 2. Week 2 had some good games, right? We ended the week pretty strong.
I thought it was pretty good football.
Yeah, it was pretty good stuff. I mean, game of the week. I mean, maybe biased, but the Cowboys Giants game was insane. It's sloppy, but it was insane.
Not for somebody who likes football like I like football, but for the new age people that like offense and lots of offense, yes, it was a good game.
No, it was crazy. It's all like, but I don't know. The Bengals Jaguars game was good, which we'll talk about. Like the Ravens and the Lions dominated.
My favorite game was the Bucks Texans.
Bucks Texans was very good. But yeah, let's just talk about obviously the Cowboys and Giants rivalry game, high scoring. Brandon Aubrey is far and away the best kicker in the league. You can't tell me otherwise right now. You just can't tell me otherwise. I don't care. Dicker is the most accurate kicker because he's had more attempts.
Okay.
So, should I say strongest leg? Yeah, I'll say strongest leg.
Strongest leg, I'll give you, and I won't really say that's up for debate. It's the without a debate best. Again,
Who you say? Boswell?
I mean, I would like to think Boswell. I would like to think Dicker the kicker. If we're just talking pure accuracy, Schrader hasn't missed since he joined the NFL.
You mean this season?
No, last season too.
Oh,
He hasn't missed, other than the one that got a penalty called on it this past week.
and he's gonna miss his first one because Joe brought it up.
Good.
Good.
After that leverage call, good.
But
What's leverage gonna help DJ Jones? Bro's 6'1", and he's got a 2-inch vertical. I mean, I can't talk because so do I, but Jesus.
Joe, give yourself too much credit. You have like a 1.5-inch vertical.
Like that leverage call, I'm like, well, I get it. You can't be that stupid, but like,
Yeah,
you see
can't
that
touch
on
the center.
every fucking kick.
Yeah.
Like they went back and looked at the when Will Lutz took a kick, it happened there. That happens on every kick.
Yeah.
It's the same as holding. It's like, yeah, you can't let it. You can't do that in that situation. So yes, I am upset with the Broncos more than anything. But like, what are we doing? That happens every play.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. But
it is fair because I thought there were some soft PI calls on Howard as well in the Broncos game. So,
well, there you go. I think for me, the Cowboys Giants game was also exciting because I have Malik Neighbors in fantasy.
yeah.
And he went off and the Cowboys won. So that's a win-win all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, my in-laws are all Giants fans. So it was they're all New Yorkers. They just live in Florida.
Okay. I was like, yeah. they all live in Florida. Why are they Giants fans? That's weird.
Yeah, it's because they're from New York. They just live in Florida. Like they're all Giants, every single one of them. The only one that isn't would be Grandpa, who's a Bucks fan. And the last time the Cowboys played the Bucks, Cowboys beat them. Just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, what else? What's
Baker's got so much dog in him, it gets rid of an injury.
Dude.
Also, Chauncey, I'm sorry. You can't talk about rings when you're like the 17th reason why. To Baker Mayfield, who was a number 1 overall pick, the leader of his franchise. You can't talk about rings in that situation.
You know what we should do is circle back and Browns fans, how you feeling? Browns really chose the combination of Deshaun Watson and OBJ over Baker Mayfield. How long did that last? Half a season?
I stay with Baker forever, man. Boomer Sooner, baby.
Tampa's my Super Bowl pick to make it, so I ain't shocked.
Yeah,
he does. He does got that dog in him now.
The fact that it looked like bro was going to be hurt and have to take plays off, and he just jumps up, and I'm like, oh, that's my quarterback. I love him.
I'm telling you, at the end of dang it. Was it the Jags I said I would get the jersey, or was it the Bucks?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna get a Baker Mayfield Oklahoma Sooner jersey.
I think a creamsicle Bucks Baker uniform.
I just love Baker. That's my guy.
I love Baker. I do love Baker. Baker, if you're listening to this, I know you are. Come hang out with the boys. I'll see you in Tampa, brother.
Baker, I might be your biggest fan. I don't know, but I feel like I'm up there.
I'm gonna go to a Tampa game just to see if I can like see Baker. Hey, Baker, will you say something to Joe? Hey, Joe. No, that would probably be your. Oh, does Baker have what's it? Cameo?
I don't know.
Where you pay? I will pay him to say, "Hey, Joe, fuck you."
I might save that forever emotionally as
It's
my
your
emotional support.
it's your ringtone. Someone sends you a text message, just hey Joe, fuck you.
Yep. If Baker would have gotten ever to the Broncos, it'd be game over for everything.
Joe would have his wall would be Baker jerseys, all the different Broncos, all the Oklahomas.
Oh God, I love that guy.
It is hard not to love Baker. I mean, Baker's a cool dude. It's hard not to like him. But let's see. Any other exciting games? We already talked about those two. All right, we got to talk about this one, I guess. The Eagles and Chiefs. And the tush push ban.
I don't know how it wasn't called.
Odd. Which time?
Yeah.
All 4 of the 7.
Yeah.
Like and they actually went deeper, and apparently that happens on like 80% of them. It's just so close knit that it's hard to call. So if they're ever going to ban the tush push, this is the reason that they're going to use now. It's because it's hard to officiate.
No,
player safety.
It's not hard to officiate.
It's not hard, but if they called it correctly, they would stop running it.
Yeah. I doubt it, but yeah.
Like a 4th and like I mentioned you off air with my guillotine league. The touchdown that Jalen Hurts got was the one where the 2 guards were already in the end zone before the ball was snapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the fact that I get it, it was highlighted. It was on a standalone game. It was very much highlighted. And if the Chiefs win, we probably don't even talk about it. To be completely honest, we probably don't.
The thing I love the most about this game, though, was Chris Jones saying, "You don't even have 100 yards."
Oh, and then Jalen Hurts said, "But we won."
Yeah,
yeah,
that's my favorite. I'm like, you can't say that. Like, it doesn't matter if they beat you without getting 100 yards. They still beat you without getting 100 yards. That's a bad look on you.
But also, Jalen Carter, that's how you trash talk. You don't have to spit on him. Get your point across.
I don't know. I still stand by it. Dak didn't have to spit first.
It'd be one thing if he actually
spit first.
Well, he spit first, but he didn't spit at him.
The laughing and everything, he spit at him.
Because Jalen said something.
So?
Jalen said, "Were you trying to spit at me?" And he laughed. He said, "Why would I try to spit at you?"
Mm-hmm.
You see the audio?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've said, "Why would I try to do this?" a lot of times when I knew that I tried to do this.
If he baited him, that makes me like Dak more.
I'm just saying, I'm not faulting Dak. I'm just faulting the NFL for being soft as hell for getting Jalen Carter kicked out of the game. Both things are soft.
No, Joe, we don't talk about soft. It's flaccid on this podcast.
Limp.
So what do you think, Joe? Is the tush push no more at the end of the season?
I hope not.
I hate it.
I think it's poorly officiated. But
I hate it.
I like 3 yards in a cloud of dust football.
There's not 3. It's 1 yard and maybe 2. It's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
I like power. Give me more power.
Okay, run it cleanly, and then we'll talk.
Yes, correct. I
So,
second that, but
yeah.
I don't want it banned. I just want it properly officiated.
Well, I mean, if we just go back to just the Commanders Eagles playoff game where they literally were about to award the Eagles a touchdown because they're the only way to stop it is to jump the snap.
Mhm.
And would the Eagles jump the snap every time, or at least from what they not every time, but majority of the time.
Because it's poorly officiated.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're taking advantage of it. I'm cool with it, but that's what's going to get it banned.
Because it's poorly officiated, which is soft, limp, flaccid, whatever you want to call it.
SAWFT, soft.
Whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. It's poorly officiated. That I will agree with, but that's not on the Eagles. That's on the refs. Get it right.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And I feel like, which we'll circle back to it when we talk week 3, but I feel like that's going to play something a little bit into the next week's games. Like the next couple of weeks, not next week as in week 3, but like going forward. Because they did come out and say they're going to call it tighter.
Good.
So
as they should.
I agree. So we're going to see how that affects. It's going to turn a 3-1 to a 3rd and 6. Also, it's really soft. And then this last thing I'll say about the tush push is Jalen Hurts having like the most rushing touchdowns in the NFL as a quarterback, like active.
Mhm.
And like over 75% of them are the 1-yard tush pushes. That's soft.
It's soft that they can't stop it.
Well, I mean, they've been having an unfair advantage until today. Watch, all of a sudden, it just never works again. I'm sure they could do a normal QB sneak without the tush push, and Jalen Hurts is going to get it.
Correct.
But wouldn't it be hilarious as now that they've been like spotlighted, like they just can't get it anymore?
No, they still will.
I'm hoping that happens because that'd be hilarious.
Well, you're saying that because you're a Cowboys fan.
I don't fucking care. I mean, I would rather give it to Saquon.
Do you have in many leagues? Is that why?
I don't have Saquon in any leagues, but I would rather put him in Saquon or give it to Saquon.
I'd rather give it to Hurts. Boomer Sooner, baby.
All right. You have some bias there, Joe? You're accusing me of bias. You got some bias there, Joe?
Yes. I'm not denying it.
Oh, I like Hurts as a person, not as a quarterback.
I'll admit things, man.
I didn't like the tush push is ironically an Eagles play. I don't like the play. I didn't like when the Bills did it. I just don't like the play.
I do.
I don't. Because it's unfair that you can push an offensive player, which literally by the rule book you can't. You cannot aid the runner, and secondly,
which I think is a dumb rule.
It doesn't matter. It is a rule.
I think it's a dumb rule.
So even if they officiate it right on the line of scrimmage,
yeah, get rid of the rule.
You can't push it.
Get rid of the rule.
Which one? The off-ball starts?
No, you can't push players on offense or defense. I want it on both sides. Give it to everybody.
Even it out. Sure. That's fine. Even it out. But
I want power football.
By the actual definition of the rule book,
I know they want to make it more fun for the people that want passing and more passing and more passing and more passing.
No, I want the smash mouth, but like you got to eliminate the rule. So the entire time the tush push has been done illegally. They have never once committed one tush push done correctly, like with no penalty, even though they're not called. And I hate the tush push. And just the Eagles, that's irrelevant to that. But
there's a singular fly in here and it's pissing me off.
Let's talk about some sad news.
This fly that I'm about to kill.
I see it. I see it. Injuries suck. But Bengals are 2-0. So This is the first time the Bengals are 2-0 in the Joe Burrow era. But at what cost?
They're gonna like kill him. He's gonna retire early like Andrew Luck did.
I hate it, but he's not the only quarterback that's not like we're already it's week 3 and we're to 5 backup quarterbacks already.
Mhm.
5. JJ's out, Brock Purdy's out, Joe Burrow's out.
Brock Purdy might be back.
They rolled him out. They told him he was.
Did they?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan. At least that's what I saw earlier.
Yesterday it was unconfirmed.
Yeah, I saw today it was unlikely.
I've been up for 2 hours. I ate, I shit, and I hopped in here.
Yeah. As of I guess technically not this morning, but late last night, Jones is starting. It's been announced. So that's what 3, 4, because I said Fields, Burrow, Purdy, JJ McCarthy, and then Jaden Daniels.
I'm gonna kill this fucking fly.
And then soon the backup fly is going to be starting. No, injuries suck, man. It sucks, and I hate to say the Bengals going to bangle, but it's a Bengals thing.
No, it's a Chargers thing.
Chargers going to Charger.
The Bengals thing is starting slow.
And then inept ownership.
Correct. But that is a good portion of the league.
Correct. That's fair.
Motherfucker, you came back.
But with the Bengals, it feels like no matter who is on the field, no matter how great of a no matter how great of like whoever they have, it seems like
okay. I'm going to just play devil's advocate here. Tell me the last time the Chargers made a Super Bowl. Because the Bengals did it.
In the 80s.
Okay. So which ownership is more inept?
I mean, that was Joe Burrow overcoming a bad.
Correct. But what is if we're doing that?
Yeah, I guess. But like what have the Bengals done since then?
Correct. But I'm just saying, what have the Chargers ever done?
The same amount of Super Bowl wins as the Bengals?
Correct. But I'm just saying.
You don't get a participation trophy. I mean, Joe Burrow lived off of that.
That's what I'm saying. Is you were saying like the Bengals were doing it worse, and I'm like, how?
I like to think of it this way: instead of a player leaving like the Lions, and going off and having a Super Bowl win or whatever, instant or retiring early, the Bengals just they just that's it.
I'm like,
I get what you're saying, but like it's like,
how's it any different than the owners of the Lions? How's it any different than the owners because they have people retire early? How's it any different than the Browns, who players that go succeed other places?
Not because the players are getting destroyed and beat up because the team sucks.
Really, that wasn't Barry Sanders' reason for retiring early?
Nah, he never got tackled.
I'm just saying, like, at what point is it's just most teams?
I just the Bengals stick out more for quarterback position then. Is that?
I mean, the Browns.
Which good quarterback though?
Baker left.
One.
Okay. Which Bengal quarterback retired early?
Carson Palmer.
He did not retire early. He went to the Cardinals.
Yeah, he left. I don't mean
Baker
retiring.
Mayfield left.
I don't mean
Mayfield
retiring.
left.
No, Baker Mayfield was released or traded. And that's one quarterback who turned out to be
Okay.
like Baker was not some like amazing thing in Cleveland.
Okay. The Chargers, Drew Brees, left.
Traded. Also, shoulder injury. They traded him.
The Colts, Peyton Manning, left.
Released after neck injury.
He was not released. He wasn't re-signed. He left.
But also after a neck injury, and they had Andrew Luck on deck.
Left.
It's not the same.
Is it not?
No, because Peyton Manning won Super Bowls for the Colts. Peyton Manning had MVPs with the Colts.
Correct.
The Colts were a competitive football.
How many Super Bowls did he win with the Colts?
He won one, but he went to another.
Yeah, but you said one Super Bowl. He won one Super Bowl.
He has won Super Bowls, but
correct. But he won one with the Colts.
You're right. So it's
singular.
It's not the same.
Kirk Cousins left.
Again, wasn't signed.
What? Okay, what happened with Carson Palmer?
He was traded to the Cardinals.
Okay, so now it's traded.
Yeah.
So then Drew Brees
was traded.
Okay.
After an injury.
You're putting in so many stipulations.
No, it's all after injuries. It's because they were banged up. The Chargers weren't really necessarily needed. They didn't need Brees because they had Doug Flutie. And then they also had Phillip Rivers on deck. The Colts had Andrew Luck on deck. Like those are.
Now I don't want to go look at years because did the Bengals have Andy Dalton on deck? I feel like he was started right after Carson Palmer.
I mean, it's pretty close, I'm sure. But would you consider Andy Dalton as like the savior guy?
Are you asking me? Do I consider Andy Dalton to be in the same breath as Phillip Rivers? Yes. Yes, correct.
I don't know if I do.
I would. Correct. I would. Correct.
There's literally like the Dalton line of like quarterbacks either better or worse than Dalton.
Yeah, and I think Phillip Rivers is on that line too.
Above it or below it?
On it.
I feel like being injured and leaving or being traded because you're injured is different than like you could have had an argument with Andrew Luck retiring early. You could have stuck with.
I'm just saying
like Barry Sanders.
It is many teams. I'm not going to just say it's a Bengals trade. That's many teams.
But for the most part, it's the quarterback position for the Bengals.
The Jets, dude. Like the Jets have had a worse quarterback history our entire lives.
Yeah, but which one was the great quarterback?
That's fine. But like if you're talking about,
that's what I mean. They're franchise quarterbacks.
Okay.
The Bengals have had 3.
I would argue the Chargers
have had
2.
And
who were the 3 for the Bengals?
If you're including Andy Dalton, I'm including Carson Palmer and then Joe Burrow. Boomer Esiason. And we can keep going back.
I have to think about who was before Phillip Rivers.
Doug Flutie.
Was he? I don't remember him.
he was the first real short guy. And then they had Ryan Leaf.
You could go to the Panthers, back to Delhomme. I feel like
it was Delhomme to Newton, right?
And Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young is the new Andy Dalton.
the young line.
I think he's the new Andy Dalton, Phillip Rivers.
I don't think they were that bad. Either one of those two.
I don't think they had that bad of offenses around them.
I mean, if anyone is the line, it's got to be the Purdy line.
No, because Purdy has an amazing team around him.
Well, I mean, in terms of just quarterback play, not necessarily. Like,
he has an amazing team around him. I don't even know what Brock Purdy is. I can't tell you what Brock Purdy is because he's had too good of a team around him his entire career.
except for the when he didn't last year, they didn't do very good.
Even then, I mean, he still had Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, and Kurt and Kittle, and freaking a decent offensive line.
Yeah.
Like even then, he still like had more than most teams do.
I don't know. I just feel like, and then maybe it's a bias. Maybe that's why I always put a fork in the Bengals by like week 3.
Yeah, I'm
But
just like
this year I
there
can't.
are
Actually, I probably could put a fork in the Bengals right now, but I won't.
there's probably that team per division almost.
Like in retrospect, which quarterback position would you, or which quarterback situation would you rather have? The Bengals or the Browns?
Bengals.
Okay. Which one would you rather have, the Bengals or the Chargers?
And what's my goal? Is my goal Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Then I guess the Bengals.
Yeah, your goal is to be not even Super Bowl, be the most competitive. Be the most competitive.
Competitive?
Yes, the most competitive.
Chargers.
So you're in the running every single year.
Chargers.
Okay. But to win the Super Bowl,
Bengals.
Is that because of the quarterback specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Herbert is like that of Kirk Cousins. I think he will always have his team in contention. I think Burrow is the ceiling maker.
Okay. So I guess that's kind of what I don't know. I just think the Bengals organization sucks. I think the Cowboys organization sucks.
But the Chargers organization sucks. I think the Chargers are going to ruin Justin Herbert.
I mean, they kind of already have, but yeah. the Bengals might have already ruined Burrow.
I think the Texans are going to ruin Stroud.
I think they already did.
Yeah, there are the Texans right now. I see just Joe Burrow happening, but faster.
That's fair.
Because that offensive line is that's the worst offensive line in football.
And they traded away their best player. Their best
offensive line in football.
Yeah.
And CJ Stroud and that defense is incredible. It kept him in the game. And that offensive line lost them the game.
They're the reverse of the Bengals. Good defense, bad offense.
Well, they're what the Bengals were when they made the Super Bowl.
Good defense, bad offense?
Or no offensive line.
Yeah.
They're literally what happened when the Bengals made the Super Bowl.
And that's how the Bengals lost the Super Bowl.
Correct. I think they're just doing it because that was that Burrow's second year?
Yeah.
This is Stroud's third.
Mm-hmm. You know how many healthy years Burrow has in the league? That one.
Yeah.
I mean, he was injury prone back before college because he had the calf strain. He's had the hand. He's had the ACL.
Football is such a rough game. I consider last year also healthy. Because didn't he play like 15 games?
Oh, okay. Yeah, something like that. No, like no. Last year it was because the Bengals cursed. They started really slow.
Yeah, like I consider if you play, I don't know, 3/4 of the season, I think that was a healthy year.
So here, maybe this would be better for how I understand. If your team is 0-2, any team in the NFL, for the Bengals, it feels like it's over. The Ravens last year were 0-2, and nobody thought it was over. The Chiefs are 0-2. Do we still think the Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs? I still think they will.
No, but my pick for the Chargers to win the division is looking really nice right now.
Especially if they win this week. If the Chargers start 3-0 and 3-0 in the AFC West in the first 3 weeks of the season,
Yeah, it's looking real good for my division winner.
I might just change my pick. No, but look, if you look at the end of the season, like it's if the Chiefs can figure it out, it's gonna be a close race. I think it's gonna get closer, but it does look really good for you right now.
Yeah, it's looking real nice.
Real
nice.
Hey, you know what? You know how I know I believe in my picks? Because I made my picks for week 3, like all 16 games. And then I made my other picks without looking at those picks. And my favorite and my upset, and obviously the Cowboys and Denver games, I picked the same team all the way through without even looking at it. And then of course my spread picks. Like they match identical with me looking at the spread and not looking at my actual picks. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So what we can agree on though is that injuries suck. Fuck injuries. Because Caitlin Clark is also still hurt, but she is also still awesome.
Miss you, CC.
In case you forgot.
Let's go SC.
Sioux Center? No. All right, so we're just going to keep pounding and move on to week 3. Had to throw it in there. We had Dolphins and Bills on Thursday. I told you last week I don't need to, wait. Just pick the Bills. And you did too. So we were both right. 1-0 on the week, Joe. Last week.
If we would have picked the spread though, Dolphins would have covered.
Wasn't it? What was the spread?
When we picked the game, it was like 12.5.
Oh, and they lost by like 11?
They lost by 10.
Oh.
21-31. It was actually a really good game, honestly. Dolphins had fight in them.
I know it was close for the most part. It was like 14-14 half. And
it was 20. I watched when it was 21-21.
Okay. So I know they were back and forth for the most part. So yeah. But our updated standings through 2 weeks straight up, I am 6-4 after doing another 3-2 week. Joe, you had a 2-3 week, which put you at 5-5. Against the spread, I was perfect, 3-0, and you were 2-1, bringing you to 3-2 and me to 4-1 against the spread.
Let's go.
So, 1 game up there, so I'm 2 games up overall, 1 game individually. But all right, so for this week, we still have to do our favorites, underdogs, the Cowboys, the Broncos, and then we got the Chiefs and the Giants and Detroit and the Ravens for our spread. So full send it. I mean, I just looking through it, we were talking about it.
Oh, we have no idea what our picks are.
I have mine.
Yeah, but I have no. You don't know my picks, and I don't know yours.
Oh yeah,
so we might pick the same.
Yeah, no, that's fine, and I like it like that. But none of these favorites I liked at all. None of them, not a single one.
I loved one of them.
I didn't like any of them. I liked a couple underdogs. I liked more underdogs than favorites for sure. I
also just don't want to pick really close games as an underdog, anyways.
So for my favorite, I went with the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Patriots. I'm not confident in it, but it's like the only real one. I would have picked the Commanders, but Jaden Daniels isn't playing. Like there were some games that I liked, but like I think the Vikings are favored, but then it's Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning. So like just circumstances, and then also the massive freaking spreads on the other games. So I just didn't really like any of the favorites. So I went Pittsburgh.
Solid. Solid. For favorite, I realize it's a division game, but Titans and Colts, 4.5. Give me the Colts.
That one, I kind of was like, yeah, but I also kind of thought in division, like, could the Titans finally win?
Could.
Yeah,
I don't think they have a solution for the running game. The Broncos got some good runs on them, and then Jonathan Taylor is 10 times the running back that the Broncos had. So
that's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, Joe, I'm interested to hear your upset pick of the week. I had a couple that I really liked, and I'm probably going to talk about those individually and then tell you my actual
I'm
upset.
a little. I think we could have potentially the same one. For my underdog, I'm picking a dog going up against the defending Super Bowl champs. I'm going with the Rams to upset the Eagles. The wide receivers for the Rams, awesome. The defensive front, the young defensive front that the Rams have is also phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles haven't been able to throw all year. I don't know if it's because they can't or if it's because they just haven't needed to.
Mm-hmm.
I think against the Rams, they may need to.
Mm-hmm. They haven't been able to really run it either. Yeah. Saquon's been under 100 yards both games.
Puka has looked awesome. And the Rams spelling Kyron with Blake Corum is looking good. I think the Rams are a really good team, and I think, like we had mentioned, it's going to get called a little bit differently this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pick the Rams to upset the Eagles.
I was going to pick that for everything that you said, because against the Eagles, their secondary can get got, especially with an elite route runner and a receiver he's going to get Puka. Mm-hmm. So, and if it gets into a game where they have to throw, I don't know. And I would have said the same thing last year because I don't know. Which, if I don't know if your quarterback can make those throws, like it used to be Lamar until it wasn't. Now Lamar in the last like 4 years has been like he does both excellent. Did you know? I heard this statistic though about the Hurts. He's had, I don't want to skew the numbers, but he's basically thrown 5 passes over 10 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was complete. And everything else is under 10. Like dink off quick routes and it's I don't know if it's not working or if they're trying to do something different or they're just doing what the Chiefs did and coast. But last time we saw the Eagles struggling to pass the ball, what happened? They lost 7 of 8 and got destroyed by the Bucs.
Yep.
It feels different. Like I that's not who I picked for my upset. I like it. But that's not who I picked. That was like my number 2. I liked a lot of these upsets. One of them would have actually been a crazy upset because I just thought about it. I'm just going to paint the picture. See if you kind of agree with this. Browns over Packers. Massive upset. Listen. Packers got the Cowboys next week. You don't think they could overlook the Browns just a little bit? Just slightly? And if it's close at the end, who knows? If the Packers get a lead, it's over. The Packers get a lead.
I'm just going to say one thing. If the Browns had played the Giants and the Cowboys had played the Ravens last week, how different is their record? I don't think they're overlooking the Browns to looking at the Cowboys. I apologize for saying bad things about your team, but let's be real honest. Your defense is not scary.
No.
The Browns' offense is not scary.
No, but they have a very good pass rush.
The Browns?
Yeah.
The Browns do, and you have a very good passing offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not overlooking one to look at the other.
No. In terms of the emotional stuff.
No.
Hey, I'm just saying.
The Packers don't care. Micah might care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the big, like, if he's thinking about next week.
Sure. I don't think Micah alone overlooking the Browns.
Hey, Micah alone made Packers Super Bowl favorites. And had the Cowboys projected to miss the playoffs still. So I don't
know. I'm just saying, I don't think Micah alone overlooking the Browns.
Dude, Micah going to the Packers, he starts getting holding calls. Like, I don't know. The whole world is different with Micah not having a star on his helmet. Like, they actually call holding on him now.
Yeah, but it's because he's on the Packers, another big fan base thing.
Okay, but he wasn't getting those calls on the biggest fan base thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, my upset is actually going to be the Cardinals over the Niners.
I thought about this one too.
2.5-point dogs on the road, Mac Jones. And it's early in the season for the Cardinals. Let's just put it that way. It's not past week 7, so Cardinals will find a way to be like.
Cardinals defense has looked good. Mm-hmm. I think Will Johnson's out, which is a little worrisome. And the Cardinals haven't really opened up their offense very much, it feels like.
No, Marvin Harrison Jr. hasn't really done.
I don't know if that is a shift in scheme or what's really going on there, but the offense, something's looked weird because like Connor hasn't really done much either. So I don't know if it's that they haven't needed to, or if their shift in scheme is making them play a little more cautious or something. Something doesn't feel right about the Cardinals.
Well, but we know they once Call of Duty comes out, we already know that.
I don't know. Did you see his posts?
The Michael Vick one?
Yeah.
I actually want to talk about that too. That's crazy.
That is wild.
Why? Which part? Him posting it or people coming at him for it?
Both.
He posted a picture with his dogs.
And a Michael Vick jersey.
So?
That's a little
So?
Read the room. Like if you post a picture of you flying a plane and you put the Twin Towers out there, read the room.
That's a lot more like crazy.
I know, but like that's a read the room. Like what are we doing here?
Do you still like Shannon Sharp?
Do I?
Yeah.
The player or the person?
The player. The player.
Player, yes.
Okay. The person, he's done some, some questionable things.
Yeah, the person, not really.
Okay. So would you never wear a Shannon Sharp jersey again?
Probably not.
At least not while on Instagram Live.
I mean, yeah, for sure on that. But like, I don't know that I'd buy a Shannon Sharp jersey ever again.
If you had one, if you still had one,
I don't know that I would.
Well, the way I look at it is like Kyler and Michael Vick Like that's probably one of his idols.
I understand.
And
Hey,
Michael Vick, the player, was awesome.
I get wearing a Michael Vick jersey, taking a picture in a Michael Vick jersey with your dog.
That
little wild.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I see zero things wrong with it.
Oh, hey, be you, man. But that's a little wild.
I understand the context when you look at it like that, but you can't just make the context.
No, I did it. I just saw it because Sooners fan. I just saw it.
Yeah.
There was no context given. I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's a choice. All right. And I scrolled past it.
Yeah. But what's wrong? What's realistically what is wrong with it?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with it.
There's nothing to be. There's nothing wild.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just like, that's a choice.
It's only wild if you put it into that category of him supporting the dog fighting.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Like, but
to me,
that's the part that looks weird. But that's what looks weird is because if it was Kirk Cousins and his dog, no one would say a fucking thing. But it's because of Vic and the correlation to the dogs that made it wild. I see nothing wrong with it at all. At all.
No, if it was Kirk Cousins, I'd be like, why the heck are you wearing that jersey? That's a choice.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. But
once again, I'm like, that's a choice. Move on.
Yeah, but I feel like it got so overblown that he deleted it. Man, you didn't do anything wrong.
No,
it's crazy that's the world that we live in.
Yeah. No,
you can't talk, you can't post, you can't do whatever you want in this country because you'll just get ridiculed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I see nothing wrong with the post. I'm just like, it more like you're an NFL starting quarterback
wearing a college Michael Vick.
That like you should have enough common sense to not do something like that, but
he didn't do anything. Like
he didn't do anything wrong. He absolutely did something.
But
he can't say he didn't do anything. He did something.
He wore a jersey of probably his idol with a picture with his dogs.
Correct.
Like everything else was inferred.
No, it's absolutely inferred. I'm not denying that. But that's still like the way you style yourself is a choice. And all I'm saying is that's a choice. I'm not saying it's a wrong choice. I'm not saying it's the right choice. I don't care. You be you. But that's most definitely a choice.
Well, it is a choice. But if he just was out in public, just strolling the streets, Arizona, wearing a college Michael Vick jersey, does anybody say anything? No. So in that instance, like I get he made a choice by posting that. Like he doesn't have to be smarter. The world just has to be better.
Correct.
That's where I'm coming from. Like he didn't do anything wrong. Correct. There was nothing.
I'm absolutely like the people that are making it a whole hoopla about it. That's also a choice.
Yeah,
and
people need to do better. We need to be better.
That's a bad choice.
Like
I mean,
do you still listen to R. Kelly music?
I don't know if I've ever listened to R. Kelly music.
This is a remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Sang that song. I can't tell you the last time I listened to that
song. Yeah, there's not many. I mean, I believe I can fly.
Yeah, I sang that song. I can't tell you the last time I listened to it.
I can't tell you the last time I listened to it either. But if it pops up, I'm not going to skip it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that guy. He's canceled. Nah, he's canceled after that song came out. I'm talking about pre-crazy. Like if he was wearing a Falcons Vic jersey and the dog picture, nah, seriously, just do better as people. Like, stop criticizing every single thing every person does.
Context matters, except your context doesn't matter to everyone.
There you go. And I can't make an assumption based off of something that you're doing online versus
you can literally just be like, what I did, that's a choice, and scroll on. Didn't like it. Didn't say anything about it. Just that's a choice.
If I would have seen
Cool.
it, I would have liked it because it's a good picture with his dogs.
Yeah, but I don't really like anything on Instagram usually.
I don't either.
I like my friends' stuff.
I don't even
And
do
I
that.
send memes to people. That's about it.
I do that, but like I don't even like stuff on Instagram really. But yeah, anywho. So yeah, Kyler, you do you. Bring that dog out. So we got the Cowboys game and the Denver game.
It's a little shocking that his dog wasn't a Chihuahua or something, though.
See, those
Tyler,
jokes.
I love you.
Those
I love
jokes
you.
would be funny. Like having like if he had what if he had a Great Dane?
Tyler, I love you. It's just a joke. My family's shorter than you. Chill out.
But all right. So I don't know. I feel like I might have some surprises for you, Joe, on these two games.
On our teams?
The Cowboys and Broncos. Yep.
I don't remember who the Cowboys play.
They play the Bears.
Oh.
The Bears. Give
me the Cowboys. Jalen Johnson's out.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel. The Cowboys allowed 140 something yards to Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah.
Because the entirety of the game, the middle of the field was open. Not a single adjustment was made. Like all of Russ's touchdowns were the same play.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he had another one that was overthrown.
Do you now feel for Bears fans who had Eberflus as the head coach?
No, I think Eberflus is a good defensive coordinator. I just don't think he's a good leader of men. It's week 2. He's on a new team. It's week 2. If he's doing this by week 10, then there's a problem.
I think if it's all the same play, that's still a problem.
Well, yeah, no, there definitely should have been an adjustment, but it's still week 2. But I mean, look at Vic Fangio last year with the Eagles. The Eagles defense was not world beaters at the beginning of the league. They became it at the end of the league when it mattered. I'm not saying this was going to happen to Dallas, but I'm saying it takes time. New system, a bunch of different players learning. It takes time. Offense is easier, which is true.
For everybody but quarterback, but yeah.
I feel like I feel like this is a massive, like, Bears are going to find a way to win this game. This is one of those. Then? This is one of those classic Cowboys fail.
Are they looking ahead? Are they looking ahead at the Packers?
100%.
That I also agree with.
100%. Like, they are looking, like, I know I made the joke about the Packers looking ahead to Dallas. The Cowboys are 100%. The Packers might slightly be looking ahead, but they're also a good enough team. They're going to beat the Browns. I don't think the Cowboys are a good enough team to look ahead and win.
Wait, is James being a reasonable Cowboys fan right now? What is happening?
First off, I'm 100% picking the Cowboys this year so far. I have not been wrong, and this feels like a Cowboys letdown spot.
But I want to tell you right now, this was the game I debated the hardest of all of our picks as well.
this is where I'm at. So I think the core of receivers that the Bears have is better than Malik Neighbors and others.
I would agree.
So, like, Malik Neighbors is fantastic. He's the number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know where Wandell Robinson falls in the mixture of Bears or even
Fourth at the highest.
what the hell's the other guy's name on the Shepherd on the Giants. I don't know where they fall, but I mean I know I'm going freaking Roma Dunze and DJ Moore
and I'm taking Cole Kmet and I'm taking Colson Loveland.
Yeah, and then you get into Luther Burden, which I know he's not playing, is he? He's not playing. But like I'm taking that core over. If I got to win a game, I'm taking Malik Neighbors, obviously, but I'm gonna take that core.
If you're just talking pass catchers, it's Malik Neighbors number 1. The next 2, 3, 4, 5 are all Bears players, maybe even 6 with Swift. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, and this is classic like Cowboys letdown spot because I guarantee you, coaching staff, the owner, the players are all looking to next week. They're looking at, oh, the Bears are 0-2. We're gonna walk like they should. They should. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll come out, they'll go up 21-0 and coast.
Now, all respect to the Bears. They looked dog water last week, but who'd they go up against last week?
The Lions.
Correct.
Who looked dog water against the Packers.
But the Packers have a good defense. And that was also week 1 of a new scheme, like you were saying,
yeah,
on both offense and defense.
And that's where I'm at with the Cowboys.
The Lions are a world beater roster. And they world beat the Bears last week. And the Bears were up and then collapsed against the Vikings the week before.
Yeah.
That is how they're 0-2. They went up against a world beater team, and they went up against a team that they had a lead and they choked.
Well, Caleb, if you watch, Caleb has really only looked good in the first quarter. After that, they were trying to coast. Like that Vikings game was a pick 6 that put them up like 17-9 or something like that. So I feel it in my soul that I'm going to regret this. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I actually wrote down Chicago, like I did.
He was picking between his 2 cities, guys. Let him pick between his 2 cities.
Right. I'm wearing a Chicago Cubs hat. That's crazy. I hopefully if hypothetically,
because I see more Chicago things on the screen right now than I do Dallas things. Just throwing that out there.
That's even.
Now it's even.
Go head down.
Go head down a little bit. Because what's that brown one? Because that one right
there. This one is the World Series.
Yeah, so now you got 2 Cubs hats. Now it's even. I don't know.
Shut up. Yeah, I did write Chicago, but
he's not a man of his word, guys.
There's 2 ways this game goes down. One, the Cowboys are looking ahead to the Packers, and it's close, and they lose.
Yeah.
The other, they're fired up looking ahead to the Packers, and they want to make a statement.
Yeah.
I'm banking on it's probably going to be the first one, but I want it to be the statement game.
The sole reason I'm picking the Cowboys is I think Pickens is going to have a big day with Johnson being out.
And CD's going to get his 100, probably. He's just everywhere. But I do love watching the Cowboys offense, even the plays that don't get completed or whatever. the way that Pickens and CD complement each other, as in the middle of the field and over the top, is just it's beautiful. Route trees and all that. It looks great.
Yeah.
Looks great. That's why I love the trade back when we talked about it. But yeah, I'm switching. I also didn't know Jalen Johnson was going to be out. I didn't know that at the time when I wrote down all my picks. But the other thing that scares me is Ben Johnson.
Johnson's out for the year.
Oh wow!
Now
well, Ben Johnson scares me though, because of what he did with the. I know it's different personnel, but what he did to the Cowboys with the Lions last year. But yeah, the Bears aren't that talented.
He might have an Amon-Ra. He might have an Amon-Ra. Rome might be in an Amon-Ra. I don't know yet.
Yeah, we gotta wait.
But he definitely doesn't have a Gibbs.
He does not have a Gibbs. No, you're right. All right. So for the Denver game, we have the Chargers. Is it in Denver? In LA. So the Chargers are 2.5-point favorites. I'm gonna take the Chargers. They have looked like a very, very complete team. 2 weeks. Well, who did they play last week? The Rams? The Raiders? Yeah. They've looked good.
Where's the running game at?
Don't care. Their philosophy.
You can't say complete team.
I don't know. They're 2-0. They've looked good doing it.
Yes.
Chargers. I don't know. I don't even know who their starter is, because wasn't Hampton banged up and Najee Harris isn't playing. And
Harris is playing and Hampton is not banged up.
I thought he was banged up because they don't have a. Oh, that was just. Oh, they have rushing. They have 171 total yards.
And how many does Herbert have?
63.
So they got 115 in 2 games from not Herbert.
105.
No, 178. You said
171.
Oh, I thought you said 178.
But I could have swore, because I'm pretty sure I thought Omarion Hampton was banged up in one of the games.
Nope. They sat him because he fumbled. I wouldn't say they're a complete team, but I would say they're a better team than the Broncos right now. So give me the Chargers.
And then that also will also help your Chargers winning the West.
I think the way the Broncos could potentially win this game is the offensive line has looked horrendous for run blocking. And if one of those, whoever is not going up against Alt, can get home, it could be a bloodbath. I see potential for it based on that offensive line. But Herbert has looked awesome. Those wide receivers have looked awesome. Getting Keenan back with Ladd is highway robbery that they were able to get him back.
He was basically going to retire, I think, because nobody wanted him.
It allows you to do so many things. It's made Quentin Johnson look good because you have all levels being hit with those 3. The wide receiver core has looked awesome, and Herbert has looked awesome. The secondary for the Chargers didn't look great week 1. And Khalil Mack being out hurts. So I see potential for this one, but I'm not going to backtrack on what I said, unlike James. I have Chargers written down. I'm sticking with it.
I talked myself out of it, Joe.
I very much see a way that the Broncos can win this game, and I'm hopeful for it, but I'm going to say that the Chargers win.
See, with my thought, I am more like I think Dallas will win. I see the way that they can lose. like we're like on opposite sides
No,
of the spectrum. And
that is. I think the Broncos will win. I hope the Broncos will win. I have no faith in the Broncos yet.
there you go. There you go. Well, let's play our favorite game, Joe. Bringing it back from last year. Where's the W? There are currently 9 winless teams, not including the Dolphins because they already lost this week. So there's 10, but there's 9, not including the Dolphins.
Oh boy.
So we have the Jets, the Browns, the Texans, the Titans, the Chiefs, the Giants, the Bears, the Panthers, and the Saints. Now, obviously, one of these teams guaranteed going to get a win because they play each other, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Giants, which ironically is our spread pick. And I'm just going to say, I'm not saying the spread yet, but the Chiefs are going to beat the Giants, getting their first win. If they don't, then it's insanity at this point. I think the Chiefs will get their win this week. What else is there this week?
I think the Texans get their win. They're going up against the Jags.
I thought about doing that as my upset.
It was too close for me to pick.
Yeah. And so we think the Titans will lose to the Colts.
Mm-hmm. I do, anyways.
Yeah, I do too. The Panthers will lose to the Falcons.
I think that'll be a tough game.
That's divisional, so you never know. Yeah. And then the Browns will lose to the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets will lose to the Bucks. The Saints will probably lose to the Seahawks. That might, I don't know. The Saints defense is pretty decent.
So is the Seahawks, though.
Yeah. Did I say Saints defense? I meant to say Seahawks defense.
Yeah.
But yeah, same. So based on the way, well, me changing my pick from the Bears to the Cowboys, I think Kansas City gets their win this week, and I could see Houston doing it.
I could see the Giants doing it.
I cannot. I don't see it at all. I don't know if yours is serious or just you want to see the Chiefs be 0-3. I don't know, because I don't see it at all. Because like I don't even know, like with the Giants, who they like, I don't even think they haven't really had, even against the Cowboys, they didn't really have a great pass rush. Like Dak made some plays, sure, but the one thing that worries me about the Chiefs is where is their run game? Like it's one thing if you're winning and you don't have a run game. The Packers did it for years, but if you're losing and don't have a run game, so, but no, I think the Chiefs, and I don't know if I'm not. I think the Chiefs will get their W. I don't know if I'm going to go all in on the Texans.
I think they will. Doesn't mean I don't think they could lose.
Well, no, let's do the wrap up here with the Chiefs and Giants. The spread is 6.
Give me the Giants +6.
I'm going the other way. I don't know. I just if it's that, if it's even if the Chiefs win, if it's close, then we might be seeing like they need a retooling season. But I mean,
give me the Giants +6.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's just go to the next one. Probably, hopefully, the game of the week, the Lions and the Ravens on Monday night, where the Ravens are favored by 4.5.
It's too big of a spread. Give me the Lions +4.5.
I'm also going with the Lions plus 4.5.
I don't. If it was 2.5, I'd be debating it because I think the Ravens are a better team.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be a field goal. I think 4.5 is just a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I mean, I like the Lions. Like, even though they looked in moments against the Packers like not great, they also did show signs of that offense being elite. Also, Tesla, that man's fun to watch.
Is what, 2 catches?
2 amazing catches.
Did you see
Like,
the nickname that people were trying to get? Vanillatron? I'm just like, oh boy.
He's got to keep doing it for a nickname, but
Well, he's got to see the field as a starter.
yeah. But to be fair, if he keeps doing it, he'll become a starter.
He's got to overpass JMO.
Yeah, or just get to the third.
Nah, I don't see the third as the starter.
What about a team that just runs 3 receivers the whole time?
I don't see it as a starter.
Oh. If he's on the field primarily, then it is what it is.
There's the flexible position that is fullback, third wide receiver, second tight end. I don't. It's whatever.
So also to just keep pounding through this.
Let's go Panthers.
I almost picked the Panthers.
I almost did too.
I almost picked them to cover, not to win.
Oh, I almost picked them to win.
And I think last year I had the Panthers. I always picked them to lose after the one time I picked them to win and they didn't. I think this year that team for me is the Dolphins. I think the team, like, I will pick the Dolphins to win one game. I don't know when, but I'll pick them to win one game.
My if I wanted to pick the Rams as my dog, it would have been the Panthers.
You know what, Joe? Let's actually. I'm pulling up the Dolphin schedule.
Oh boy, so that's what we're doing now.
Where's the W? All right. So if I remember correctly, well, we didn't actually pick the game, but we were talking about it. Did you pick them? You picked them to beat the Colts and the Patriots. Verbally. I don't think we wrote it down. I don't think we did it like
I don't know if I did verbally for the Colts. I know I picked them to beat the Patriots.
Yeah, you definitely picked them to beat the Patriots, because I thought we both agreed like the Colts were going to end up being like one of the worst teams, but maybe that was like 3 weeks ago. I don't know. All right. So moving forward, the Dolphins.
I could pick them next week. I could pick them the week after that. I could pick them in 4 weeks. I could pick them in 5 weeks.
Oh yeah, they do got some potential gimmies here.
I could pick them on November 30th. I could pick them on December 7th. I could pick them on January 4th.
I could potentially pick them on the 21st of December.
Yeah. There are many opportunities for wins. It's
you can't pick them on December 7th. You can't pick them on January 4th either. Like, I get who they're playing, but it's going to be under 40.
I personally I don't care.
like the only reason
there are plenty of teams, like, I think they're still not a dumpster team. I think they're a 6-win, 7-win team.
I think Mike McDaniel's the first coach fired this year. I think Brian Daboll has one of the hottest seats, but I think he's going to make the whole year.
I think Mike McDaniel has the hottest seat. I think he might be the first one fired, but I don't think he's the first one to deserve it.
Who's the first one to deserve it? Because now Zach Taylor? He's not going to get fired this year. At least not during the season.
I think there are a handful of coaches that should be fired that won't be fired. I think Zach Taylor's one of them.
Well, he's not going to get fired now because of Joe Burrow injury.
Well, I know there are coaches that aren't going to get fired, but I think the most deserving, Sean Taylor, McDermott.
McDermott is one of those, like, he's a good coach, but like the Bills, if the Bills do not,
the Bills will never reach their ceiling with McDermott as a coach.
That's what I think. If the Bills this year do not make the Super Bowl in a year where the Chiefs are down,
he is John Fox with the Broncos.
There you
go. They will never reach their ceiling with him as a coach.
And hey, it worked out. Like, I mean, because who was the coach before Andy Reid on the Chiefs?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of when that happened.
2010? Also, you know what blew my mind?
Romeo Crennel.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the Chiefs I was thinking about. I was 2013. I was close. Romeo Crennel was like the gap coach. I think he ended up being like
no, he was interim.
I think he was interim in the middle, and then he just got the job for the next year. I think. But anywho, Who Bear. Maybe it wasn't them I was thinking of. I was thinking of a team that was like close to the cusp, and then they fired their coach, and then they won with the new coach.
John Fox, the Broncos.
Who was their coach when they won? Vance?
No. Kubiak.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there was a more recent one because that's a decade ago, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't Doug Peterson because he was already the coach of the Eagles like for years, and then they won. It wasn't the Chiefs. Maybe the Broncos was the most recent one.
You could look at Bucks.
To go from Aaron to Arians?
Yeah.
Was that Arians or was that Brady?
That was Brady, but
like, so also
there's still coaches that still like it takes a quarterback to actually get you over the top, but a head coach can absolutely hold the quarterback back. And that's what I think McDermott is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think happened with the Broncos.
If they 100% do not, like, because I'm still under the belief that the Chiefs are going to figure it out and make the playoffs.
I think LaFleur is going to hold back the Packers.
If the Bills do not make it to the Super Bowl this year, McDermott should be gone.
McDermott should have been gone 2 years ago.
He should have been. I think this is a case of Josh Allen kind of had a little bit of a coming out, like he progressed at a level, including, like, you could make the argument he could be back-to-back MVP right now.
Yeah.
So I think that is the reason why, because they're like, oh, we're progressing in that direction, which is now this is the actual year. If they don't fire him, then they're just whatever.
McDermott is supposed to be, I believe, a defensive guy, and the defense is been declining. If your area of expertise is declining, you should be fired as a head coach.
So that by that logic, Mike Tomlin this year. 2 games in, that defense would look like ass. I don't even think TJ Watt has a tackle yet.
I don't even think Tomlin was a defensive guy, though. I don't think Tomlin was a defensive, offensive, or special teams guy. I think he was just a leader.
Well, let's see.
They had that zone blitz DC for years.
Holy
I can't
shit.
think of his name.
Mike Tomlin is only 53. I mean, before Pittsburgh, he was defensive coordinator or defensive backs coach.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on the 01 Bucks. Did not know that.
I didn't either. And if you're so like the defense for the Bills is declining, but it's not declining because of lack of draft capital by the GM.
Mm-hmm.
It's declining because I don't think his message is getting across. Like Mike McDaniel, his offense is declining, but his offense is declining because they're not drafting offensive linemen.
No, they're drafting Jalen's and fast people.
Like, I don't understand how teams can be so stupid to not understand the simplicity of football in that you need to have trenches.
Yeah.
You can't win without trenches.
I'm drawing a blank. Analytics.
Like, that is a tale as old as time.
Doesn't matter if you're the Beast.
Doesn't matter if you're a passing offensive or a rushing offense. You need an offensive line.
Correct. You need the fat boys.
Doesn't matter if you're built more for run stopping or pass rushing. You need a defensive line.
You need the fat boys.
More GMs need to be fired on a regular basis.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this.
Hire me as a GM for It is asinine that GMs still keep jobs for as long as they do.
100%. I'm that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is like hire the boys. We got you.
I don't understand. The only thing that ever makes me be like, I wish I was more of a city person was just to get into scouting of football to be a GM, because I think I could do so much better job than half of these GMs. Like, I understand I am not a player. I am not a coach. Brother, it's just to draft them. What are we doing?
Yeah. Get the big boys. Big boys need love too.
Hey, GM, I think we have 3 guys on the board. One is a wide receiver, one is a corner, and one is an offensive lineman. Okay, we're going to draft the offensive lineman.
I feel like that's not 100% true 100% of the time. Are you just going to have a 53-man roster of offensive linemen?
Is your line figured out? Like, if I was the Cardinals GM, I'm absolutely not drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm drafting Joe Alt, who I thought was the best tackle. And what would look better right now? Like, I'm sorry, but if you have guys in the same tier, you hire smart people. If you have guys in the same tier, which one is more valuable to your team? Do I think the Bengals would be better off now, today, if they had drafted Penei Sewell than Jamar Chase? Absolutely.
Joe Burrow probably would be.
If they're in the same tier, draft the lineman.
There you go. And that's GMing with Joe.
Oh my God.
Well,
until you have it figured out, you don't have it figured out. Same as quarterback.
That's fair. So how many years do you think a quarterback deserves to before you move on from him?
Depends on the team around him. Depends on what that staff's mentality was. If they drafted the quarterback before they drafted everything else, or if they drafted the quarterback last. So the years it's a sliding scale, and it depends on how you.
It's fluid.
Built.
All right, Joe. I just figured we'd finish up with this: Oklahoma versus Auburn this afternoon.
Give me Oklahoma.
And Texas plays Sam Houston.
That's. I think that's where Jackson Arnold went. I think. Is that where Jackson Arnold went?
I have no idea. But let's see.
Yeah, that's where Jackson Arnold went. So I think it'll actually be a good game. It was Auburn. Our quarterback transferred there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sam Houston.
Our quarterback transferred to Auburn, so it'll be a good game.
But which quarterback do you like more?
Mateer in a landslide. If Mateer acted like Baker, I'd be on a whole nother level.
John Mateer.
I love that guy.
Oh, he transferred from Washington State?
Correct. With our OC. Our OC was from Washington State.
He's got some locks on him.
Dude, I love John Mateer.
That's so weird seeing these people born in 2004 and they're old enough to drink. That makes me feel old. He's got some locks, though. So, wait, that's not. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. What? That was. Michael Penix was Washington, right?
Yes.
Okay, because like Washington State.
I think
they're the Cougars.
Yeah. I think Cam Ward might have went there. Cam Ward was at Washington State.
Okay.
Before he went to Miami. Before he transferred.
Okay. All right. Well, hook 'em horns.
Boomer Sooner, baby.
And don't forget to, like, and subscribe, rate 5 stars, all that stuff. And come back next week and we'll be idiots again.
And Baker Mayfield DM me. Love you, bro. Hasta.
Seriously, though, Baker, his DMs are wide open.
Especially for you.
He's married. You don't care.
No, I just want to talk to Baker. Baker's cool.
Baker, I'll see you in Tampa. I probably won't because the Cowboys don't play Tampa this year.